Welcome to your favorite news network, the Dusty News Network. You know where Negro news comes first, and I'm so excited to be your host today. Breaking news. Myron is crashing the F out. It's getting even worse. And while he can't make no money off his content, I know somebody who can. Me. So hey, round of applause for Myron for losing all your monetization so I can come in here and grift your ass today and get paid. And that's exactly what I'm about to do. You see, Myron is now really over on X, and he's pretty much on there hating on all the content creators who still have their monetization left. But on a particular podcast, he took some issue with some content creators like Kai Cenat and other people who don't speak out on certain issues.
Andrew says this all the time, which he's 100% right. Your ability to speak freely is directly proportional to your level of influence. The more influential you are, the less you can be honest with your people and say what you want to say. I give you an example. Kai Cenat will never tell y'all where he stands on Israel-Palestine. Kai Cenat will never tell y'all niggas who he's going to vote for his political ideologies. He's never going to talk to you guys about feminism or how the nuclear family has been destroyed through feminism.
Stop it. Get some help.
Content that's kind of mindless, that's going to be entertaining, that's what they focus on. They don't care about touching these hot button issues, because if you do, you're automatically going to polarize a significant amount of your audience.
Now, I don't even really want to go in and read all of the people who are roasting them. People are saying, listen, bro, like, they don't want to get demonetized and be like you. And you're silly because you're getting, not only are you demonetized on all your platforms, you've actually been booted off of platforms. Kai Cenat is rich. Mr. Beast is rich. And see, you're talking about the Israel-Palestine situation, but guess what, Myron? You can't change the Israel-Palestine situation because, number one, you don't have enough money, and the reason why you don't have any money is because you're demonetized. So even if you did have money, you would be too silly to make it, any better anyway. So the only thing you're doing is complaining about the situation in which you cannot even control. You see, what smart people do is they find a way to make some money, and then they'll go back to their community and try to create what they want to see because they're frustrated with what they see. You are not like that. You complain about what you see, try to get monetized off of it, and then go and try to buy real estate holdings. You have nothing invested in the Middle East. You don't want to go over there. If you're so concerned about the Israel-Palestine conflict, why don't you go over there and choose a side to fight on? Because you won't, because you know what your ass is going to get over there. Gunshots! So now you're hating on guys who don't want to be involved in that, who want to keep their money. Let me just tell you something, bro. People have responsibilities, all right? People have kids, they have mothers, they have fathers, they have their own personal interests, and nobody wants to give up their income for a personal opinion that people don't like them for an example, all right? Now, for me, people don't pay or even care about my political opinions. I'm O'Shea Duke Jackson, Mr. Trigger himself, and I do the celebrity thing. I do some things on the Black Male Commentary. That's what people know me for. They don't know me for my outrageous commentary in the political landscapes. Now, see, if you would have stayed in the dating game, which is how you guys were even getting popular, you probably would still be monetized. Stop the show. No, actually, you wouldn't be monetized because you would find a way to mess that up too. So stop trying to hate on other people because they don't want to be poor like you. You chose to deal with the Nick Fuentes and the Andrew Tates and people who can't help you get any money right now because you want an opinion that nobody cares about because you are a nobody on the political landscape. And now you're broke. And because you are broke, stop the crap. I am going to get money from this very same video because you can't make money off of anything that you post. So I'm going to make some money off of this. And the reason why I am is because I'm petty and I'm going to continue to be petty. And I know that you were mad, but it's not my fault. Next story. Whack 100 is a very interesting brother. And, he, just like Myron, maybe speaks too much about things when it's not necessary. Again, Whack 100, he's a successful guy and everything like that. And he's definitely a grown man. But he's going viral for a clip about slavery that he said at the No Jumper podcast. Now, I haven't watched the whole entire clip. I don't know if he's talking to Adam 22 or not. But Adam 22 is white, and Adam 22 does own No Jumper podcast. So I don't know why he would ever have that conversation on a No Jumper podcast, but I haven't seen the whole clip. But Wack 100 did say this.
I wouldn't erase slavery. Slavery was needed for the people to be who they are today. Without those people in Africa doing whatever they did with the slave trade and our people coming over here and the things that happened on the plantations, I believe that we were the race that was chosen to go through that because we probably was the only ones that can endure that. You understand what I'm saying? So by our people going through these things, it led to where we at today. And I hate when people cry about what our people went through because they went through that for us to have the opportunity they have today. They probably in their grave like, what are you crying about? We went through that. We hung for these trees. We did everything that we went through, all of that for you guys to have the opportunity that you have today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, a lot of it is like, it's kind of like, it's cruel and real dark, but we survived it as a people because we still stand today.
Okay, so he said he would not change the slavery outcome or what happened to the people in our community because we are still here now. So for a group of people to go through slavery, which is what our people did, and we lost, I don't know how many millions of people, we lost generations of talent, generations of inventors, wealth, and many of those things. And it's because of that we haven't been able to develop where we are now. Now, it's a very strange opinion that he has. Again, he has it alone. If you go through slavery as a group, then go through Jim Crow and then have all these situations holding you back, I would not wish that on my group. I would wish that my group had the easier path. And I hope that he would think that, but he's not. And again, Wack 100 could be saying this just to get clicks and views. But I disagree with that opinion very much so. I don't think that for people to have, some of their limbs possibly cut off and, beat and have their families broken and get whipped on the back and be starved working out all day. I don't think that that's cool. People being punished because they were able to read and all of this stuff and be dehumanized. No, I wish that would have never, ever happened. Okay. That's me personally. Next story. Guys, some of you are believing that your wife or girlfriend is cheating on you. And there's only one way that you can find out if it's true. You got to hire a private investigator. And in this case, there's a lady that can help find out to see if your wife is getting her cheek slapped. Booty clapping sounds. And this is exactly what a guy did.
Lady living man at home. The club is full of ballers and their pockets full of chrome. And all you fellas leave your girl with their friends, cause it's 11:30 and the club is jumping.
It's not 11:30 p.m., but it's 11:30 a.m. And you guys been waiting for this one. I got hired by a husband to follow his wife. So the wife has been hanging out with a new friend. I'm gonna call her Stephanie. And they're always going out and coming home drunk. And he thinks that she's out in them streets meeting guys because Stephanie's single. So a black SUV pulled up to the residence and picked up the wife, and it was Stephanie. I ended up following them, and they took me to a restaurant. And then my mouth hit the floor because when they got out, they were holding hands, and they kissed at the restaurant. I was like, damn, I'm about to tell the husband this. Look, if you put me at a nice restaurant, I'm going to order the whole steak, medium rare course. It was a 10 out of 10. I was minding my own business watching Stephanie and the wife kiss, and all of a sudden this girl came up to me and started hitting on me. And I said, ma'am, excuse me, I am in my healing era. No, she was fine, though. Anyways, back to the case. I updated the client. He was like, excuse me? I said, yeah, sir. Sorry about that. She also went back to Stephanie's house. Surveillance was discontinued because he was heated.
Damn, man. His suspicions were true. And I hate to say this, but usually when you have those suspicions, they are typically true. So she's out with some other guy, with pictures in the same restaurant and all of that. Hey man, it happens to all of us. And the sad thing about this, right? The the dude that she's with ain't paying none of her bills. He ain't doing nothing for her or anything. And so the best thing that you can do, don't get mad at her, is let her go to him. She can live in that dusty ass poverty with that guy. It is a beautiful thing. Story time. I had an ex-girlfriend that did that to me, right? I found her with somebody else and everything. He was broke too. But yeah, so I was like, okay, listen. He gonna take care of you now, boo. And at first she was talking back and talking smack, but like around month 2 or 3 came, oh yeah, she's begging for me to come back. But I had some new cheeks. It was too late. Booty clapping sounds. I had new cheeks. And they stayed dusty and dusty forever. And guess what? She ended up breaking up with him because he didn't have no money. And she couldn't come back to me. So guys, we had a great show. We have some people that are basically going to be running for the Dusty Award of the day. We have Dusty Ass Myron, who's hating on other YouTubers for not getting kicked off the platform like him. We have Mr. Whack 100, who believes that slavery was okay. And then we have the private investigator lady, who is basically out there, exposing cheaters and things like that, right? Let's see who's going to win today. Jeopardy music! Drum roll, please! It's Myron. I'm sorry. I couldn't give it to Whack 100. I know y'all wanted him to get it, but I can't. Myron. Come on, bruh. How do you, like AJ Johnson said back in the day at the No Limit Comedy Show, how can you set your ass on fire and then change your mind? Bruh, you were mad at these other content creators for not taking the same position that your stupid ass did and mess up their bag and be broke and dusty like you and continuing to crash out daily. Bruh, I make so much money every month, thousands of dollars, talking about your ass crashing out. It is one of the it's an even better bet than betting on Bitcoin. I bet on Myron coin, Dusty coin. That should be your name, Dusty coin. Make a mistake coin, because you're always going to do that. Nobody wants to be a crash out like you and be a sad story of a guy who had access to millions of dollars and then messed up that opportunity. Nobody wants to be like you, bro. Stop being mad at Mr. Beast and Kai Cenat just because you were never able to get to that level because you kept crashing the hell out. But I know that you're mad and it's not my fault. And since you're so dusty, weaving and sailing up, we gonna throw that dust on you. Well, guys, that's my time. I gotta be up out of here. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Check me out at Facebook. Facebook.com/O'Shea Duke Jackson 2. Guys, I really appreciate you for all that you do. We're out.